What is up, guys? I just thought I'd share a little update on my project. So I've collected about a data set of about 60 data points, 60 leads, that is. And for my lead scoring project. And I found 30 people that are actual customers, that are known, identifiable customers of this product. I believe they have more, like far more customers than just that, like 400 or more. But I've been able to identify 30. And so yeah, I've been able to identify about 30 of them. And then I looked at competitors and their customers and customer success stories, and put together about 30 more that identified leads that did not buy our product. So that's how that's going. And I've connected some data sources like the Zoom info API, and which it basically is an API where you can get information on revenue and other just like general financials on various companies. So I've got that, and then there's similar web API, and then there's the Facebook ad scraper. But the problem is the Facebook ad scraper, I'm having a hard time getting that to work. And then the similar web scraper, it basically is having a hard time getting through the 403 errors. And I haven't given up on these issues. I'm just decided to basically I want to keep my analytics skills sharp. So I've put together this data set, so I have something to basically just perform statistics on, and statistical analysis and that kind of stuff, to keep my skills polished up, while I continue working on the data engineering side of things to actually collect this data and make scraper bots that can get past the 403s, and hook up to the right APIs and work on writing the all this data to a database. And then another thing I'm going to point out is that basically I actually manually entered in all of this data myself without any like scripts or automation, which was kind of tedious. But I finally got like the vast majority of the data filled out. And a quick point I want to bring up is these companies that are marketing and consulting companies, or they're in the marketing domain and they have a consulting business model. These companies were especially difficult to deal with because the product that we're selling here is aimed at helping. It's ad analytics, right? So it's helping marketing teams track their ad spending and their ad budget and optimize their ads accordingly. And because of that, most of these other brands or companies, they're basically buying this software with the intent of their marketing team using it. But these marketing consulting firms, they are marketing. That's what their product, that's what they do, is marketing. So they're marketing for the marketing that they're tracking and optimizing is marketing for other brands, other companies, not their own marketing. So it's weird because they're like some of the most loyal clients out there, but their ad spend is like, I'm finding their ad spend is like, that one is a little more. Actually, oh yeah, but like I'm finding like their ad spend is like $500 or like $1,000 or none. So a lot of them have zero ad spend, but the thing is because they're not spending any ads themselves, because they're a small, very small business, and they get their clients in through word of mouth or even cold outreach a lot of the times, not really doing any paid advertising, but they're doing paid advertising for their clients. So their ad spends are going to still be really high. They spend like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands a month on ad spend. But we don't really find that when we look at their web analytics, because their websites are really small. some of them didn't even have the web analytics, and I just kind of like estimated at very relatively low numbers. So I had to approximate how much they're spending on ads for their clients based on how much revenue they're earning, which is kind of hacky, I'm not going to lie. So a lot of this is kind of hacky. Also, for dominant platform, I kind of, some of these, they didn't have that information. So I just kind of estimated based on their industry and their business model. Again, kind of hacky. And what else did I do that was hacky? Oh yeah, I've got this landing page complexity, LPC feature. Let me move myself so you can see what I'm talking about. This LPC thing, landing page complexity. And if you see a lot of this value in here, a lot of times that's because I did a mean filling. So that's just, there was no data available, but I just filled it in with the mean, which might also be hacky as well. However, the point of this is not to have the world's best machine learning model, because that would require me to have buy-in, official buy-in. I'm just doing this project on my own. But that being said, I think there is something to be said in building something in a format that's actually useful for use, and to create something where the general concept, like an application that scores leads and estimates the probability of closing for a given lead to help sales teams identify who to prioritize. I think there's value in that. And if I can show that I know what I'm doing and show like how I go about it, I think that's the most important thing. So anyway, that is my update. I know I've heard a lot of people, they're like too forceful and like doing machine learning or something, or using a certain technology. I feel like I don't think I have that problem, but I'm a little worried that I might kind of be on the fence of that. So if you see this and you think like what is Jesus, what is this kid doing? Like he's making massive mistakes, I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I'd appreciate some positive feedback if you think I'm like being clever, thinking outside the box or something. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, good video. See you next one.